Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a story that has sent shockwaves across the region and raised serious questions about Iran's military capabilities. What initially looked like a tragic but routine military aviation accident is now being talked about as something much bigger. An Iran jet crash that seemed straightforward at first has reportedly revealed something absolutely insane about the state of Iran's armed forces, and the implications are far more serious than anyone expected. When news first broke about the crash, reports were limited and vague. Iranian state media confirmed that a military jet had gone down during what they described as a training mission. There were early claims of technical malfunction, and officials were quick to assure the public that an investigation was underway. But as more details started to surface, analysts began noticing inconsistencies in the official narrative. The aircraft involved was reportedly a fighter jet used by the Islamic Republic's Air Force for advanced combat training. While exact details about the model were not fully disclosed, experts believe it was part of Iran's aging fleet, much of which dates back to before the 1979 revolution. For decades, Iran has relied on a mix of outdated American-made aircraft acquired during the Shah's era and modified Soviet or Russian designs obtained later. Maintaining these aircraft has always been a challenge due to heavy international sanctions. At first glance, an old jet crashing during training might not seem shocking. Military aviation accidents happen worldwide. Even advanced air forces face mechanical failures and human error. But what made this crash different was what reportedly came out during the investigation. Sources close to defense analysts suggest that the crash exposed serious weaknesses in maintenance procedures and operational readiness within Iran's Air Force. One of the most surprising revelations was the reported shortage of critical spare parts. Because of sanctions, Iran has struggled for years to obtain authentic components for its aircraft. Instead, it has often relied on reverse-engineered parts or black market acquisitions. According to some reports, investigators discovered that key systems in the crashed jet had been patched together with improvised components. This raises a huge question. If frontline fighter jets are flying with questionable parts, what does that say about overall combat readiness? Military analysts argue that air superiority depends heavily on reliability. A jet that cannot be trusted to perform under stress becomes a liability instead of an asset. And if one crash exposed this issue, it's possible the problem is widespread. Another shocking element involves pilot training hours. Reports indicate that Iranian pilots may not be getting as many flight hours as their counterparts in other regional air forces. Budget constraints, fuel shortages, and maintenance issues all limit how often training missions can be conducted. Lower flight hours directly affect reaction time, situational awareness, and emergency handling skills. If this is accurate, it suggests that Iran's Air Force may not be as battle-ready as official statements claim. For years, Tehran has projected strength through missile tests, drone showcases, and military parades. But air combat is a different arena entirely. It demands consistent training, cutting-edge technology, and flawless logistics. Some defense experts believe the crash may have unintentionally revealed a gap between propaganda and reality. Iran often highlights its domestically produced fighter programs and modernization efforts. However, critics argue that many of these programs are upgrades to decades-old platforms rather than entirely new designs. If the crashed jet was indeed operating with outdated systems, it reinforces the idea that modernization has been slower than advertised. What makes this even more intense is the regional context. Iran's Air Force would be a key player in any potential conflict involving neighboring states or global powers. Countries in the region have invested heavily in modern aircraft fleets. For example, several Gulf nations operate advanced Western jets with state-of-the-art radar systems and weaponry. If Iran's fleet struggles with maintenance and training, the balance of power in the skies could be more uneven than expected. There's also the possibility that the crash revealed vulnerabilities in command and oversight. Reports suggest that internal reviews uncovered procedural lapses in safety checks. If maintenance inspections were rushed or documentation incomplete, that points to systemic issues rather than a one-time error. In military organizations, systemic flaws are far more dangerous than isolated mistakes. Another angle being discussed is morale. Pilots are acutely aware of the condition of their aircraft. If there's widespread knowledge that jets are flying with questionable reliability, that can impact confidence. A pilot who doubts their equipment may hesitate in high-pressure situations. And hesitation in combat can be fatal. The timing of the crash also raised eyebrows. It reportedly occurred during heightened regional tensions. Whenever military incidents happen during politically sensitive moments, speculation intensifies. Some analysts even questioned whether the crash might have been indirectly linked to electronic interference or cyber vulnerabilities, though no concrete evidence has confirmed that theory. Iran has long invested in missile and drone capabilities, often prioritizing them over traditional Air Force upgrades. The crash may underscore that strategic shift. If resources are heavily funneled into ballistic missile programs and unmanned systems, the conventional air fleet might not receive equal attention. That imbalance could explain aging aircraft and maintenance challenges. There's also the broader issue of sanctions. For decades, international restrictions have limited Iran's access to global defense markets. While Tehran has developed impressive domestic engineering capabilities, certain high-tech avionics and engine components are extremely difficult to replicate without external partnerships. The crash may be a direct consequence of that technological isolation. Interestingly, some observers argue that the crash might actually push Iran to accelerate domestic aerospace development. Historically, setbacks sometimes spark innovation. If this incident exposed critical weaknesses, it could serve as a wake-up call for reform and investment. However, modernization requires significant funding, technical expertise, and time, none of which are unlimited. Another insane revelation being discussed is the possibility that multiple aircraft in the fleet share similar vulnerabilities. If investigators found common maintenance shortcuts across several units, it would suggest that the issue isn't confined to a single base. That would mean a larger portion of the Air Force could face operational risks. International analysts are watching closely. Air power remains one of the most decisive factors in modern warfare. While Iran's missile arsenal garners headlines, air superiority can determine the outcome of conflicts quickly. If Iran's fighter fleet is less reliable than previously thought, it changes strategic calculations across the region. At the same time, it's important to approach these reports carefully. In highly politicized environments, information can be exaggerated or selectively leaked. Iran's military remains one of the largest in the region, and it has demonstrated resilience under pressure before. A single crash does not automatically mean total weakness. However, what makes this story so explosive is the pattern it suggests. Aging jets. Limited spare parts. Reduced pilot training hours. Maintenance shortcuts. When combined, these factors paint a picture that contradicts the image of a fully modernized Air Force. The crash may also impact recruitment and retention within the Air Force. Young pilots considering long-term careers might question stability and safety. Maintaining morale and public confidence becomes crucial after such incidents. Beyond the technical side, there's a strategic message here. Military strength is not just about showcasing weapons systems on television. It's about reliability, sustainability, and readiness under real-world conditions. If the crash revealed gaps in any of these areas, that revelation could be more damaging than the loss of a single aircraft. Ultimately, this Iran jet crash is about more than an accident. It's about what the accident uncovered. It's about the hidden layers of military preparedness that rarely make headlines until something goes wrong. And if the reports are accurate, what was revealed is indeed insane, not because it's dramatic, but because it highlights vulnerabilities in an institution that prides itself on strength. As investigations continue, more details may emerge. Whether this leads to reforms, increased funding, or tighter safety protocols remains to be seen. But one thing is clear, the crash has sparked a conversation that goes far beyond aviation. It has opened a window into the inner workings of Iran's military machine. And in geopolitics, sometimes a single event can shift perceptions more than years of speeches and parades. The world will be watching closely to see what happens next.